Right. The stream will commence shortly. Just making sure the setup is alright. But today we will indeed be tackling Dante Must Die mode. You guys are going to see just how hard this mode truly is. I have had some experience in playing it, and boy is it unforgiving. Very unforgiving. You're going to watch me suffer, unfortunately. Why does this game's intro keep playing? Jesus. In loops. Just like old school games on the title screen. DevilNeverCry. Right. I'll leave that at the main menu. Bear with me one moment, folks. There was a bit of a delay in getting this stream set up because I overslept. But we've got 15 people watching right now. What is up, Rising Saiyan? What is up, Cathexis? You beat Dante Must Die in DMC4 Special Edition. Well, this Dante Must Die is tough. And yeah, it is time to kick some demon ass. Very much so. I would like to mention, though, before we start, of course, there are going to be spoilers here. I mean, this should be obvious by now. Stream health is perfect. Good to see. Should be interesting to see how this compares to past games. It's going to be tough. It's definitely going to be tough. I'll tell you that much. Is the stream running perfectly, though? That's the question. I just need to make sure. Right, stream is running perfectly. What is up, Krelian? What is up, Big Moz? Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed those old 100% live streams, man. They were done out of pure boredom, but I'm glad they helped. There's just, yeah, fun times all around. Sleep is important, no worries. Do I get skins? I mean, not necessarily. Like, there is, if I head into the main menu here, there is a skin for like the super version of a character. Other than that, I haven't found anything. The only other like skins you get is, I believe there's one for beating Hello Hell mode, but that's only for Virgil. It's not for any of the playable characters. Not only that, I believe there's also the deluxe edition skins. Here's hoping I do one for DMC5 as well, because right now that platinum looks damn near impossible. Yeah, I will do, like, because of how, obviously, I've managed to get the game quite early, and I've played through, I have unlocked a bunch of trophies, but I will be making guides. I have made some guides already, but I will be making some more guides in regards to all the difficult-ass trophies. If we head on over to Mission Select, I have completed Dante Must Die, mainly to get prepared for the stream, because the game just kicks my ass, man, like, in all honesty. The menu spoiled, yep, exactly. I'm going to no spoiler, so I'll disconnect now. However, I'd like to give you a shout out. Thanks for that, Slonic TV, much appreciated. Yeah, you got your wish. Kitty A is not in the game. Hey man, I did mention before I even got to the menu that this would be a spoiler stream. I do apologize if you got spoiled. That wasn't the intention. I did try and make it as obvious as possible. Here's hoping you get to experience the game without being spoiled in general, though. That whole menu is just, yeah, out of context. Yeah, as I was saying, Cathexis, like, that menu is like just out of context. Like I don't know. That's not included anywhere in the game. It's like, oh hey, you beat the game, or by the way, they're just chilling out in the van. That makes perfect sense. Somehow. And it grew day and night till it bore an apple bright. Nice quote from William Blake there. Let me know how the sound is. If it's too quiet, too loud. You should be able to hear me over the game, but I do understand some people want to see the cutscenes, which is why I have left the subtitles on. Question about my review. Do I believe what I said about the story? I do honestly believe the story is paced well. I mean, obviously I was very vague with the story because I didn't want to actually spoil anything. But I do like the story. I do like that Nero has had some character development. Dante, I felt, was slightly out of character at times, but you know, I enjoyed the story thoroughly. You know, at the end of every mission, you're left wanting more. Did I get the secret ending? I might have. I'm not exactly sure what the secret ending is. I mean, in regards to, I might have. I honestly might have. I'm not too sure. I do know that if you suck ass during the credits, you don't get the secret ending though. Am I wearing Nero's jacket playing this game? No, but I can put that on. I mean, I haven't got the camera set up at the moment, but yeah. Do not underestimate this demon. So what's this business about 3 million red orb upgrade? So the game does have these insane taunts, I believe, that cost 3 million each to buy. That is the only reason I have not maxed out each player's moveset, is because getting to 3 million orbs is annoying. Hell in Hell mode S rank sounds punishing. I'm playing through the game at the moment and Devil Hunter rank is pretty strong. Yeah, so Devil Hunter rank, like, super easy. No issues there. Oh, you mean the secret? Yeah, I've got the secret ending for beating Urizen. That's, yeah. As you can see here, you get to play with, you know, obviously you get to pick. I'm going to be going with original, of course, because I'm not, you know. Come on now. I can't be playing with a super character. How is the current Dante? Well, it is tough. Definitely tougher than DMC5s Dante Must Die. Without further ado, let's just dive right in here, folks. But in regards to like the other games, I'd probably put this on par with like 3, maybe even 1, because when the enemies Devil Trigger, they do like big boy damage, guys. This ain't no walk in the park. Are the taunts no, I believe they are preset taunts. I only saw one. That was by sheer coincidence. But I do believe they are preset, yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, I have seen that secret ending. It's let me make sure the brightness on this isn't too dark, because on my TV here it is a bit. No, that seems fine. In regards to, oh no, I lost my train of thought. We're into the first fight anyway. The taunts aren't random; they're preset. How sad, can't play all the characters, Lady Trish, Lucy, and Virgil. Like, the thing is like, I understand people wanted that, and like, hey, I wanted that too. But considering how much money went into this, I understand why they weren't included as playable characters. I am hopeful about a special edition being released, or maybe even a deluxe edition. I mean, not deluxe edition, like DLC. Who would have known that talking and trying to play at a decent competent level is super hard? I mean, there's no point throwing the hood on after you're covered in blood. Oh, he's devil triggered. You hate the story so much, you're angry, you feel betrayed and assaulted. Why is that, Blau? Why is it that you feel betrayed? You want to see the super character mode? The super character mode is still the same as DMC4. I'm not sure if it regens your health, because obviously I honestly haven't equipped it, but I do know that it's a permanent devil trigger that you basically unlock. This is indeed the full game. In terms of the DMD, like, I do honestly think it's on par with DMC3, even as hard as DMC1 at times. Like, I can get 3-shot by, like, or even 2-shot by bosses with the health bar I have now. It's fucking nuts. Yep, that was indeed the charged shot, my man. Or the green Empusa, the airborne evil. Collectible placements do not change. They are the same. I will be showing where to get certain orbs, like in terms of like orb fragments, and I will be showing secret mission locations if I can get to them. The annoying thing is that with some of these secret like locations and like secret missions, especially when you're with V, you need to. Oh, we got one of those big. We got the big queen. She's annoying. She does a lot of damage as well, especially when devil triggered. I should have been focusing on her, showing off some of the devil trigger there. Yeah, as you can see, we do no damage as well. But the buster animation, oh well, I can't hit her with that yet. Can I do it now? Yeah, there we go. The animations are great in this game. But you want to get rid of this thing real quick, because this thing has 2-shot before. That jumping move does so much damage, you wouldn't even believe it. Hit her with a rocket punchline, Jesus. Rocket arm punchline. Of course, when in doubt, devil trigger. Still haven't been hit yet. Well, this thing still hasn't hit me. When she glows red, be careful. Jesus, you see? That's 2 attacks when I was devil triggered. Had I not been devil triggered, that would have done a fuck ton of damage. I'm doing good with... Oh, thanks. Thanks for that spotter, Dante. Can I read? Yeah, I can read V's book when I get to him. I'll get to him in about 3 missions, I want to say. Nero does indeed have 2 types of charged shots. You have the standard color up ability, and then the actual, like, Devil Bringer charged shot thing you had from DMC4. This doesn't have turbo mode. I'm playing on a PS4 Pro. I'm not sure about PC though. PC might. I play this. Yeah, I played basically to unlock this because I was planning on streaming it from basically day one. Because let's be honest, Devil Hunter isn't exactly a challenge, and everybody will be streaming Devil Hunter, so there's no point in me covering it. Starring Mirsh Drago. Wonder how he's doing on this. Probably on mission 10, I'd imagine. What is up, people? What is up, everybody who's just tuning in? We got 50 viewers. Jesus. That is a lot of people. Show the double snatch. If I can. The way I've got my controller set up is like super weird. 1 second. If I... Oh. The order in which information is given to us is so disorienting, nowhere near resembling anything I would call a proper narrative. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be the whole in medias res thing, right? Start the game, like, in the middle of the story, and then sort of work your way back, I'd imagine. In your opinion, how good looking is Nero's Devil Trigger? I liked it. I wasn't expecting it to look like that. Obviously, it is a full Devil Trigger. It's not just like his stand ability he had in DMC4. Breast that looks like a good mix of old and new fighting style, yeah. The thing, like, because, like, here's the thing, you are incentivized when you beat the game, because, like, obviously, for those of you who don't know, you unlock this Devil Trigger for Nero, like, end game. Literally last mission. So you're incentivized to like replay, but then obviously test out his new abilities. Is the co-op mode any good? I wouldn't necessarily call it a co-op mode. Like it's like a cameo. Like you can see each other playing. You can't exactly interact. But I mean, it's all right. I guess it's something interesting. I mean, it's a cool feature to see maybe once or twice. But other than that, it's like, you know. Can I play the prologue with all three? No. I mean, no. So you can play prologue with Nero. Then I believe mission 10 with Dante has you see things from his point of view. Is it true that his Devil Trigger... Okay, wait 1 second. So this fight, I'm probably not going to win. Probably because I don't need to, in all honesty. Like, it's a lot easier to not win it. Oh, shit. That fireball move will instantly kill you. Do not, like, if you're attempting to go for the gold trophy, I will have a sort of a guide on beating this dude, which I believe I did on Son of Sparta. But that goddamn fireball he puts out, this one here, that will kill you if you're not careful. And then obviously we've got to beat the... He hit me with that, that's not good. Can't jump cancel off this thing, unfortunately. If I could, I'd stay in the air indefinitely. He slowed down time, didn't he? Yeah, of course he did. Asshole. There you go. See? Like you could be doing as well as you want, and then that goddamn fireball will just be like, oh hey, time to die. In terms of, so back to what I was saying, in terms of the DT and the color change with the EX costumes, I haven't been able to actually use any of the EX costumes because I mean the DLC isn't technically live. Like I've tried to download it, but it's like a PSN error basically. Just like God of War. Good God, that is not what I'd say. The final boss in Dante Must Die mode is top notch in terms of difficulty. It is nuts, basically. Christian lady are shoehorned into the plot purely for fan service. Nero gets no character development. Then I have a father. I mean, I agree with you with the Christian lady thing there. Like, I did wish they did more with them in regards to story. Like, as you said, it does seem like they were just in there for fan service. I mean, within the context of the story, sure, it makes sense that they'd lose to Eurozone, but they could clearly be doing more. You know, maybe if we got some segments of them, you know, just wrecking regular demons' asses, that would be cool. Something like that. Not just to what they're relegated to at the moment, which is just basically get murked, and that's it. In regards to Nero and his character development, I mean, you know, him finding out he has a father, the whole thing with Credo, I mean, considering at the end of 4, Dante entrusted him with the Yamato, not only was that taken, and he feels he let Dante down, but, I mean, he got his ass wrecked in his own house. Come on, man. So to see him, you know, throughout the game, basically just been thrown to the side like, bish, you nothing, and then to wanting to put a stop to his uncle and father killing each other. I don't know, like for me, I found Nero was sort of the highlight in this. And like Dante, like I feel personally some of the things he does are a bit out of character. But that's obviously just my own opinion, you know. If Capcom ads exceed 6, it's too fast, too strong, but your health is draining because Nero's hand is burning. Jesus. That would be interesting. I don't know how they'd animate that. That's kind of what Tomboy is, in a sense, but obviously it doesn't drain your health. Ituna said there would be secret weapons. Did I find any? Yes, Cathaxis, I found one. Just one, which is, yeah, a bit of a shock. And I found the original Kalina Ann, the one that Lady obviously loses in the prologue. That was found in Mission 11, I believe. It was hinted at during one of the official Capcom streams. That's the only reason I knew it was there. And you can dual wield the new Kalina Ann, obviously, which Nikon makes, and the old Kalina Ann. You can combine them and do some crazy shit. Or, if you want, you can like use each of them separately in battle. I mean, I was hoping for more, to be honest. I've played this through like three and a half times now. Not even counting all the other missions I've just redone purely because I liked them. And I haven't found anything. I haven't found any other weapons, which is, yeah. The classic battle themes. Okay, oh, we got an S rank for that mission somehow. The classic battle themes. So you get 3 tracks from each game. Sure, we'll rate him as stylish. Why not? So back to what I was saying. In regards to the battle themes, you can basically put any of the tracks as a battle track for a character. So, for example, if you wanted, you know, Dante's battle track to be Ultraviolet from DMC1, or if you wanted Nero's to be his DMC4 battle track, you can do that. If you know, you can have all 3 characters use the same battle track. You can have them all using different ones. It's highly customizable in that sense. They don't play dynamically, though. They don't play dynamically. They just play how they used to. You want me to play with the super costumes? I don't mind. I honestly don't mind playing. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel it'd probably be more interesting to watch me suffer, because I will suffer once we get to V section, because, you know, I'd say I'm good with Nero, which is why I didn't die. And I'm only decent with V and decent with Dante, but decent isn't enough for this mode. You will get your ass wrecked. I can promise you that. The spinning move I'm doing in the air is the roulette move. They ruined Virgil by taking away any of his motivations that made him interesting and just turned him into a stupid villain. The twist of both yours and a visual view doesn't help. I mean, here's the thing, I was quite surprised that Virgil, in terms of his motivations, he's still power hungry after what happened to him in 1, to the point where he'd cast aside his human, the part of him that's human, thinking that would make him stronger. But I do like the fact that, they emphasize that it's something about being part human that makes Dante and Nero so strong, And it isn't Dante defeats Urizen quite easily, but then once Virgil pops out, once V returns to himself or whatever, and he regains his human form, obviously Dante begins to struggle. I found that was an interesting touch. In terms of his motivation, I mean, that's definitely an understandable concern. The fact that even after all this time, Virgil is still trying to just beat Dante's ass, I mean, but then again, at the same time, it was Dante who attacked Virgil after he shows up. But then again, he did try and come about, cause the end of the world. So, this is a sick introduction sequence, though. Have I discovered a new tech in the game? So, you can attack with the devil, the spectral arm, the devil bringer, whilst you do combos. So, for example, if you want to streak or do a caliber, but you don't want the enemy to fly away at the end of the attack, you can hit the devil bringer, and it will sort of keep them suspended where they are. That's cool. That's new tech. That was definitely something that wasn't in DMC4. What is up, Matthew Stewart? Thanks for checking out the stream. I understand, obviously, game's out tomorrow. People want to see this, experience this as their own, so it's understandable that people won't want to stick around. I am not happy. I can now play DMC5 on my PC. I need Windows 10, which cost 40 or 30,000 money. I need a new CPU. I'm not angry. I'm just sad. I mean, the only way to get this on PC, I believe, is Steam, right? It's not on any other sort of store. But that does suck that you need to upgrade your PC. I believe apparently this is more optimized than Resident Evil 2 Remake was, and Resident Evil 2 Remake ran just fine on my laptop here, which again, it is like a high spec laptop, but it's not a desktop. The opening credits do look like a movie, that's true. They are very cinematic. And yes, spoiler, that does suck. I did want to see Alistair as well. What about the MJ hat weapon? How did I react? I wasn't expecting Dante to get it where he got it. The whole dance sequence, I wasn't expecting that either. People said it felt out of place. I thought it was hilarious. Just like just another throwback to how he got the Nevin weapon in DMC3. But that opening sequence done for, and I believe we are. Oh yeah, we're doing this mission. This is quite a short mission. Is the charge shot better than DMC4? I'd say so. It's very powerful. Virgil was not around long enough to feel like he should have been acting the way he did. Yeah, that's another thing. Everyone acting weirdly familiar yet distant. Don't have to describe it. Made me feel uncomfortable. That is. It's understandable. I mean, there are at times where I felt people were sort of kind of acting out of place. Not exactly sure why. I mean, yeah, not gonna get a hug from a one-armed man. In regards to the prequel novel, there is a lot of story in the prequel novel I felt they could have implemented in the game. Obviously, I understand maybe because of time or budget, they didn't, but there were a few things I would include. Does Virgil get a demon sword? Virgil, I mean, technically Virgil should have a Sin DT2. He does have like a true Devil Trigger form. In regards to getting another sword, no, not really. You find this to be the worst intro sequence in the series? That's, I mean, it is all subjective at the end of the day. I did prefer this intro sequence to DMC2's, and I preferred it to DMC4's. DMC3 is probably never going to be topped. DMC1's intro sequence is just iconic and nostalgic, so that's something different completely, to be honest. Too broke to get DMC5, it feels bad. Well, that's why I'm streaming, man, so people like you can still enjoy the game without having to buy it just yet. What order do I get the breakers? Just like the breaker order, not from what boss you get. I always start off with Gerber, the Gerbera arm, just because it's a staple in my arsenal. Get some taunts in. Ooh, this guy's feeling adventurous, folks. He almost did some damage. Throw the hood up, and then let's go. One thing I do want to say is that the max acts in this game are a lot easier to do. But then we get this stylish ass cutscene. So back to the breaker order, yeah. Tomboy I always throw in there, probably third or second. It's usually Gerber, Overture. Tomboy, maybe some Helter Skelter. I don't really use Ragtime that much. It all honestly depends on the mission and what enemies I'm going to encounter. The game doesn't have a Gods Must Die mode from what I've seen. What is up, Carlos? How's it going? They didn't put Nero's human arm in the cutscene after beating the game. They kind of did. It depends. But like it's still there. It's just the breakers have turned more into like a glove kind of thing instead of like an actual arm. Major saving grace is this game I can skip the cutscenes, which I didn't want to. I mean, it's understandable. In an attempt to sort of, you know, appeal to everyone, he's probably alienated a few people, you know. As I said, this is a game people have been waiting for like more than 10 years, you know. People, you know, me included, have had a vision of what I thought the game would be like. What the fuck? Oh, there was an environmental. There's environmental things you can cause to explode and damage enemies in this game, which is funny. There is a secret just over here, I believe. Was it that one? Oh shit. Okay, that's something I should mention. Just like standard, before I powerbomb this fool. Get over here. Get over here, man. I want to powerbomb you in midair. Just like, you know, the usual Dante Must Die levels. Enemy placements have been changed up. Oh, come on, Dual Shock, don't do me like this. Well, I'll let you guys look at the pause menu for a second here. There is a photo mode. Very nice photo mode. We are playing on Dante Must Die, for anybody who's worrying, but we are back after that quick intermission. What was your question, Carlos? Oh, what do you get for beating Dante Must Die mode? Sorry. So you get these super costumes, and you unlock Heaven and Hell and Hell or Hell mode. That's what you get. Ooh. Question is, can I keep this hoodie on throughout this entire mission? Like, if you want a tip to getting simple S ranks in this game, do not get hit. If you complete a mission without taking any damage, your score gets a 2x multiplier. No matter how badly you play, how unstylishly, you can easily get the S rank if you just don't get hit. He's dead. Yeah, you get the super costumes with infinite devil trigger. Krelian, do you mean Legendary Dark Knight costume, or do you mean like Legendary Dark Knight mode? In regards to Legendary Dark Knight mode, there isn't one. That might be because I'm playing on console. It might be something that's included in... I could have swore there was one I could have hopped into. 1 second, folks. Don't make me look like a fool, video game. Don't do me like this, man. Right, well, I could have sworn that... Okay, alright. We have one of these DMC2 enemies. Big goatlings. Beating your ass. Thanks for that, Carlos. I did try on that stream. I was kind of quiet. People wanted me to talk more, which is understandable, but at the same time, you're playing in front of all those people. At Capcom. You can't afford to fuck up. Okay, Goatman is dead, people. Somebody called Peter. Okay. For fear of... Okay, what should it be this one? No, it's not that one. Okay, for fear of looking like an idiot, I'm not going to attempt that anymore. Yeah, exactly. If there was a Legendary Dark Knight mode, your RAM would just explode. And as we all know, guys, you know, you just download more RAM, right? That's how things usually go. What are some of the new moves Neri gets for Devilbringer, and what is Flat Top? Okay, I'll explain that in a second. The Blood Goddess Scavenger. Buster animations are sick, I will say that. With a super costume, do you get margin? I haven't actually checked out Dante's super costume, so I can't answer that, unfortunately, but I'm assuming you do. I'm just going to beat this enemy and then I'll explain what some of his new moves are. You do get Showdown back, of course. That took care of that enemy. And then, of course, you have Maximum Bet. I just wasted all of my Devil Trigger there. But we can beat these enemies. These things also Devil Trigger. They do have an attack as well, so don't just think that they're like docile and complacent. If you mess about with them too long, they will attack you. I don't know what this dude is healing, but in terms of collectibles, underneath the bridge, this is where the first blue orb fragment is, people. Just letting you know. So flat top is essentially... Okay, if I can get out under this bridge. Come on, Nero. Come on. Flat top is essentially a triple jump. As you can see. 1, 2, 3. If you hold it, you can sort of slow your descent. A new move Nero gets is Payline, which is like a mid-air, like, diagonal stinger. As you can see. You don't even need to hit those things, you just shoot that and those things die. What else have we got? You've got, was it, I can't remember, was it, it's not Payline, but you get this move here, which is like a leaping ground bounce move you get for holding triangle, and it does have hyper armor, as in it completely ignores enemy attacks, though you will take damage. I do have the Buster assigned to the square button, and that is Baphomet, yeah. He's got the ice powers. Doesn't look as ominous and evil as his DMC2 incarnation, but hey, still evil enough. Sometimes a lock-on does mess me up a bit. But the max axe do feel slightly easier to get. I don't know if they've made the max axe timing like lenient or if they've made it the same as DMC4. I like how that dude in the background is just watching his enemies, his friends just get bodied. Power bomb. This is such a simple like, these enemies obviously aren't here on like Devil Hunter. Like, you can complete this mission so much faster, but because there's these enemies here, obviously things are made longer. And I find these enemies to be like quite fair in terms of like Dante Must Die health, but some of the tougher enemies take a goddamn beating. This dude still isn't dead though, so never mind. How come his arm is glowing? His arm is glowing because I'm charging the blue rose. I have blue rose set to a trigger, like R2, so that I'm constantly charging it. Here is where I was trying to get to. Now you know. And if you stand on this spot, I do believe you do get some extra orbs. Did I encounter another pro player with sick moves? Not yet. I have encountered some other players which like I didn't see their gameplay. Like I wasn't paying attention, so I might have, but I mean they were playing stylish enough, you know. Did I read what you said about level design? No, let me actually go back. One problem I have, level design is nowhere near as memorable, including the reboot, with the exception of 2. That's understandable. We spend a lot of time in the Clifoth, the Demon Tree. It does grow old on you after like 3 full playthroughs, I'll tell you that much. Not as memorable as the Temenegru from DMC3. I mean, it's like I do prefer it to Fortuna simply because Fortuna was just too bright for me, to be honest. Who's bringing the marshmallows? Because I brought the fire. Okay, and then now we have... okay, well, there's there's my no damage just gone. I mean, this is a simple boss fight, even on Dante Must Die. You just have to make sure that you're, like, obviously in front of the thing. When it dulls in color, that's when you know you can, like, buster it. Such as now. And rev the silt wire. I'm not even going to pay attention to like this enemy to my side. They're a peasant, you see. This thing does a lot of damage, but I'm still going to get the S rank, folks. Motherfucker just broke my arm. charge up the Gerber and not attacking who I wanted it to attack, but hey. Still on the triple S rank. Just stay airborne, it's an easy boss fight. What I do like about the level design in this game though, more from a gameplay perspective, is how open-ended it is compared to the other games. There's lots of times in the game where you'll come across like crossroads, or you'll come across like 2 or 3 different paths that you can take throughout the game, and sometimes they'll both end up leading to like where you want to go. Obviously, you'll take different paths. Sometimes you might hit a secret weapon, secret ore fragment, like lots of replayability. There's lots of times where it's like, okay, well, how about I go replay that, but this time I go this way instead of that way, and I do find it to be more interesting in that sense. Obviously, you know, the earlier PS2 titles were limited because of the hardware. DMC4 to a lesser extent, because obviously that wasn't, you know, as old, but yeah. Is charge shot color better? For me personally, I think to use charge shot, you essentially have to use color up, basically. I like charge shot more though, because it does have an explosive finish, just like DMC4, and it does a lot of damage. But no worries, have a good one, Carlos. Jesus, 5:24 AM. Secret weapons, yes, I believe I mentioned this earlier. I found one secret weapon. Pretty much, it's not. I wish there were more. There might be more, but I highly doubt it. Lucia's canon love interest. I feel he should have a kid now, especially after the Nightmare talk. Yeah, I mean, the whole novel thing is that, you know, Lucia did have a crush on Dante. I mean, obviously I don't know what's wrong with him. He seems to like just be living his life in some sort of daze, because he didn't realize, which is I felt, to be honest, did feel a bit out of character, you know. But I think that whole ship of Dante and romance has sailed, to be honest. Nero does use his middle finger to unlock his devil trigger sometimes. The Buster does indeed work like DMC4. You cannot play as Trish, unfortunately. The Michael Jackson Easter egg was cool. Some people thought it was out of place. I thought it was funny. And you get your you do get your devil trigger at the end of the mission, end of the game. Where is Mundus? He's in DMC6. Sure, if there's going to be a DMC6, there might, you know, he might pop up, but he is mentioned in this game a little bit. You wish Yodazen was Dante's grandpa? Jesus. I mean, that would have been super weird. I noticed the open-endedness, but that becomes a problem when I can't remember the level at all. Fair enough. I mean, and that, you know, for you, I can see why you'd say that. For others, obviously, they think more replayability. It just depends on your perspective, to be honest. Crossing my fingers here, hoping for some sort of legacy weapons. I do honestly think, and this is just like my opinion, I do honestly think there is some sort of DLC coming. I honestly do. An A rank? The fuck? I was gonna say, give me my goddamn S, man. When I'm playing with Nero, I need my S ranks. That's the only character I'm beyond competent with. But we're moving on to Mission 3, people. Events were set in motion before Urizen took his throne when a silent hooded figure came to tear off Nero's demonic right arm. Now, a month later, Nero's back with a brand new power. His Devil Breakers, to smash his way through the demon swarms in Redgrave and reunite with V. Oh, I know what mission we're playing. We're playing Mission 2. This is the demo mission. I completely forgot. Jesus. I do honestly think DLC weapons are coming. They're like... No, there's been no confirmation. I personally have a feeling. I think they've been teasing something on Twitter. And people have found some things on the store or something like that. Game's going to come out soon on PC. And people are probably going to data mine the fuck out of it. But... yeah. Soon, people, soon. I am very excited to talk shop about DMC5 with a lot of people. Some people because they haven't experienced... What am I doing? Skip that. A lot of people haven't experienced the game yet, and yes, Nero, we're doing this. I'll let you watch these cutscenes because obviously this is something we haven't seen before. You think they're going to release a special edition? Potentially. I think they're more likely to release a special edition DLC instead of an entire part of a game. By the way, I did watch your gameplay for DMC5 and DevilNeverCry YouTube channel. Too busy to congratulate me. It's fine. I mean, that was a pretty cool opportunity that I got. Fantastic. Capcom UK, wonderful people all around. For anybody who wants to see the skills, I'll go through them briefly. You get speed, your table hopper, wire snatch, air hike, trigger heart you only get at the end of the game when you obviously unlock Devil Trigger, enemy step, get more orbs, and then this is the big boy taunt, the 3 million orbs. That's going to be tricky. At the moment you can see I'm only at 2 million orbs. Blue rose, you get color up. You can actually remove certain upgrades if you don't play with them. For example, if I remove that, see? Interesting. You get streak, you get your red queen combos. Hard way, that's the name of the move. That's the one I was struggling to find. Exceed is just max act. Devil Bringer is just DT moves, to be honest. And then you get your Devil Breakers. This is like the price of all the moves. Like, they are not as cheap as they are in the demo, people. I'll tell you that much. When you're paying like 3.5K for a Buster arm, like, you don't want to break your arms, people. You don't want to break your arms. So we're waiting for Bloody Palace in April so we can start all over the place. Yeah, I'm definitely waiting for Bloody Palace because I will be putting a lot of time into that. As for Virgil DLC, Blau, that would be cool. Yeah, we'll start with no Devil Breakers equipped. Why not? You managed to meet Ono at Capcom UK? Damn. How was that? I know he's the Street Fighter dude, right? He's always the guy who's always on stage, dressed ridiculously. People, the community love him. Sometimes I wonder, Nico is a little bit of a lookalike of the girl mechanic in Final Fantasy 15. Human arm, people, human arm. Back to the whole Final Fantasy 15 thing. I can understand where that's coming from. Dressed very similarly, southern accent. I do prefer Nico though. Motherfucker, that thing got away from me. Just smash that. I like the fact that you can the move where you hold triangle, you can add that into a lot of combos at the end. Do you think they could add new outfits? Yeah. So in terms of DLC, I do think they are gonna. I do hope they add outfits. I understand obviously why they didn't include it at the moment, because like considering it takes $8,000 to make a bloody coat, I'm pretty sure they might not have had enough budget. But let's get airborne as you guys hear some rummaging around. That's super loud. As my girlfriend tunes into the stream right next to me. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, tomorrow is actually International Women's Day. Interestingly enough, there's been a bunch of people posting all sorts of memes everywhere about how they're going to be too busy playing DMC5, which is interesting to say the least. Enemy returning from the original Devil May Cry. You want to know something? Okay, yeah, let's not get hit by the piercing move. Interestingly enough, I'll see if I can show... Oh no, it's Devil Triggered. Okay. I can't show you now because if I do fuck this up and I get hit, I'm going to take a fuck ton of damage that I don't want to take. But people will be glad to know that critical hits, for these enemies in particular, make a return, people. If you are good enough at the game, you can one-shot those enemies, just like in Devil May Cry 1. And breaking your arms is stylish. Matt Walker did say that. He did say don't be afraid to. That is not an open invitation to go and just break your arms in real life. That's not how it works. That is the triple jump. That is flat top. That's the name of that move. Where did they get the idea of V anyways? Noctis mixed up with Sasuke. I liked V more than I thought I would at first. Also a big fan of Griffin. Didn't think I was going to like him, but I did, surprisingly. See, that dude just slapped me with his ass. That's some pure nonsense. Where is that bug? Where is that piece of that? These flying enemies are a pain in the ass. As you can see, he just healed that thing to full health. Always beat those enemies before anything else. Guys, they cannot make more costumes. The most they can do without spending millions of dollars on new clothes to scan is just to add new textures to outfits they already have. I mean, I'm hoping that they don't actually like model in some new jackets to like add as a costume. I hope they just model the jackets in game, you know. That would be a way to get around the whole cost of making the thing. Obviously, it's probably not going to look as high quality as the jackets that the characters are wearing by default, but you know, it'll add them in anyway. They could make coatless, yeah, exactly. They could make coatless versions. Nick is right. I see Nero has released his inner Batman with those those wings. Yeah, like I do think his Devil Trigger is super cool, very cool indeed. And now the logo of the game is put in context, right? What are demons doing in this city? Okay, are you gonna pop out? There we go, tentacles. Good old tentacles, right? People love the tentacles. It's like people's favorite hentai. These enemies just like they have no health basically. No matter what difficulty you play on, they'll always just, you know. Then we have this guy. Just nice and personal, up close. Get over here. Stop being such a pain. Why do you have so much health, man? Just die. It seems like the higher your rank, like your star rank when you beat those enemies, the more orbs they give out. Any special animations for Buster on each of the bosses? Yes, there are. Just like DMC4, you do get special animations. Jesus, don't know why it took so long for that to come out. I will stream some of the secret missions, Christian. There is a secret mission coming up in this mission, which I will show you guys. How did it feel to fight your deadbeat dad? It felt very cathartic. Nero probably, you know, he was probably like, yeah, this is some good shit, beating up the old man that abandoned him. And that, of course, took his arm, because that's fucked. But we fight these motherfuckers now. I like how this one doesn't have a hood, despite in the cutscene he did. Yep, sure. Be a cameraman for a blank wall. Love this move. He does the... Oh, no, you don't. Ah, we got one of these enemies now. As much as I like this design, I'm not a fan of the name. They're called the Death Scissors, but as we all know, the Death Scissors in DMC1 had that crazy cow skull, or was it the goat skull, as a face. This is just a blank porcelain mask, which is like, eh. But we're on that 6 skill. Ooh, there's 2 of them. I'll see if I can get the Buster animation for these guys. There we go. You can basically one-shot basically one-shot them. She attempted to swallow his fist full there. Wow, that still hit me? Right in the mouth. Is it harder than DMC3? Depends. I personally think it is. I didn't have that much issue. Not only that, but there's no healing items in this, guys. You cannot buy healing items. Okay, now to take 3 years to show you guys. Oh, okay. It didn't take that long at all. Have I gotten all the blue orbs? I've gotten all the blue orbs in the game in regards to like finding them. The only blue orbs I'm missing are from 3 secret missions I have yet to find. I have got all the purple orb fragments though. Nope, they are called the... Oh, fuck. Well, I fucked that up. I don't really care about that orb. There's an orb cache up there, guys. I've shown it before. They are called the Death Scissors in this game. I have checked. There is an enemy file thing, like, obviously in this game, where you can check what enemies are called, you know, look at their model and stuff. Yeah, those are the Death Scissors. Don't know why, but we'll get introduced to them in the next mission, I believe, and you'll see their name pop up. If you break that orb cache, these enemies do show up. They're not too hard. The abusers. 1, 2, 3. You just put out so much damage in this mode, it's ridiculous. Where the hell are the rest of these enemies gone? Why are you hiding in the corners, folks? Is this some sort of secret mission that you guys are discussing? Huh? No? No? They're dead, guys. They're dead. You cannot buy healing items. Yeah. You see, there are a lot of free gold orbs, but playing the game tired out of your mind on 4 AM at 4 AM will cause you to probably use those when you didn't really need to. You don't need health items. Yeah, you can always buy a continue, but fuck buying a continue, man. I want to save up for those goddamn, like, 3 million things to buy. Weren't Sin Scissors the stronger version from DMC1? It was the Death Scissors that were the stronger variants in DMC1. The Sin Scissors were just the basic enemies. There are a bunch of gold orbs in every level, but once you get them, that's it. I don't know how many I even used. What the fuck? Pick up the goddamn thing, Nero. Jesus. Virgil fight is really similar to the reboot. He is, but he does play like his older self. The one thing I don't like about that fight is, and a few of the fights in this game actually, is that the bosses take an absolute fucking beating. Like, you're chipping away at their health and it does nothing. And it's just demoralizing because it's like, right, so I got to beat on this guy for the next 15 minutes without getting hit, otherwise I'm screwed. And it's like, well, that's great. Because even in DMC3, when you fought Virgil, it was not like that. Even Credo in DMC4, or Dante in DMC4, you still did a decent amount of damage, regardless of what difficulty you were on. You know? Just stop. Just die. Thank you. You thought the Death Scythe was... Yeah, well, the Death Scythes were the strongest, but the Death variant of their enemies was stronger than the Sins in general. That's what I meant. You want to see my controller layout? Okay. Sure. I'll show you the controller layout I have. I made a video on this before, but I'll quickly run through because it takes no time. Triangle is melee. R2 is gun. Jump is X. Devil Bringer circle. Devil Breaker square. Breakaway L1. Change target is L3. Lock on is R1. Exceed is L2. Resetting the camera is R3. And Devil Trigger is, of course, the D-pad. I hope that helped. How hard Virgil to beat in DMD? Is he harder than... Yeah. Yeah, he definitely is. He is definitely harder on Dante Must Die in this game than he is in DMC3. Because basically can't cheese the fuck out of him. From what oh, come on. That was the sloppiest hit. Jesus. Time for me to pull an anthem and just brick my PS4 out of shame, you see. Camera makes it kind of hard to see what the fuck I'm doing here, but... I mean, he's not dead, Nero, but we'll play with this taunt for a bit. You know, why not? Let it play out. You know, we're just laying on the bed waiting for the big boy here to spawn. The berserkers, who will mess you up if you're not careful. They can charge you like that, but you can still buster them out out of the animation. But he is devil triggered, and every devil triggered enemy is a threat in this game, so be careful. Did I enjoy fighting the Demon King? I mean, you fight him multiple times, so depends on which fight you're talking about, my man. You don't like the final boss music remixed. You don't like the remixed Devil Trigger at all. That's understandable. Personally, I liked it. It depends on whether you like Devil Trigger in general. What I do like is the violin that plays at the beginning. I did find that to be pretty cool. You're curious about how you avoid those 3 judgment cut combos. Okay, so I triple jumped, and then I used the air taunt, which I somehow managed to max act because apparently I do these things. Right, so you guys want to know a secret? This floor is destructible. Just hit it with as many like splits or yeah, you probably like. I'm hoping you guys have split by this point, because if you don't, you're not gonna be able to get into here. There is a blue orb fragment just sitting over here, by the way. Literally. There you go. That will probably help some of you. How long is the game? I don't know how long it took me. I'd imagine it's probably anywhere from 10 to 15 hours. I put a lot of time into it. Like, a lot of time. If you're gonna, like, be thorough, especially, then it's gonna take a lot of time during your first playthrough. Probably should have equipped some breakers, because this probably isn't the... Just using the Devil Bringer probably isn't the best to watch in terms of, like, not getting bored. The owner of the hotel is crying in the background, I can confirm that. He's just probably crying that there's demons and that there's this dude rampaging. But we took him out with Showdown. The bosses are hard on Dante Must Die. Oh, come on, Nero. Rookie mistake falling in there. Well, maybe there's a secret mission coming up next, which I'll show you guys. Yes, this again. Be sure to smash that motherfucking red orb. Like you guys like to smash like buttons, you know. The fuck? I have no idea what that is. That's 100 of something. That looks like a lot of money. Jesus. Legend for Legends. Thank you for showing me your controller layout. No worries, my man. No worries. It's fine. That was just unexpected because people don't usually donate, but much appreciated. Right, secret missions. I'll probably explain this. There'll be these... Okay, so during the game, you'll be like, you know, prancing about, la la la, having a good time, and then you'll see these weird symbols on the wall, and you're like, huh, what's that? You basically got to look around for a red spot, and this is where you stand. And then you have to manipulate the camera until the symbol completes. And these are tricky to find, I'll say that much. How do you triple jump when you haven't bought it yet, Devil? How do you do it when you first play the boss? Breakaway, or just eat the fucking attack, or Devil Trigger and use those iframes. No, you are right though. It is kind of tough. I already cleared the secret mission, but I'll show it anyway. It's just a clear all enemies kind of thing. Can you beat the Demon King now if you fight him in the first fight? Yes, you can. I do have a video of that coming out. Well, basically tomorrow on launch. Yeah, I mean, even if it is $1, you know, people don't really donate often. You know, I don't expect people to. So I'm always grateful. No matter the amount, man. No matter the amount. Just the fact that people would give me their hard-earned money. Why is your arm flashy as a charge shot? Yeah, it is charge shot. God, this is so hard to like max act or exact. And that's that done. You get a blue orb fragment for that. That's not British money. I have no idea what that that symbol is, but that is the secret mission cleared. How epic was the scene when he gets his Devil Trigger? Very epic. Was not expected. My girlfriend is nodding her head in agreement here. She watched me play the entire thing. Bless her. But you know. She got bit with a DMC bug, and what can you do, you know? What can you do? Hooker right, and there's a red orb cache. Continue on left, though, and you'll see that's the room that ends the hotel section. This is from the demo. Do you ever get to play with Trish or Lady? No, you don't, unfortunately. Does the Buster Arm deal more damage, or is it useless? That is something I should check. I need to go into the Void. I should probably go into the Void mode, and I need to check if the Buster Arm does more damage. It's basically a permanent Buster. The Devil Bringer, obviously, but you are right. Having this does make that seem a bit more redundant. I'm assuming maybe the Breakage move does more damage. But considering that arm costs is the most expensive arm to buy. There's no point. Like, I mean, it would be highly stupid for it not to be better than Devil Bringer. God. It's annoying sometimes when the input for Caliber doesn't come out and you get Payline instead. No, lock onto the bug. I don't want him healing enemies. When I turn on the super character, I keep spamming the EX streak. Yeah, so the super character has a permanent exceed. Like, the exceed function is always maxed out. Not a fan of that personally. I know why they did it. It's to maximize damage output. But can't get enough of the jump cancelling. So getting Nero's Devil Trigger, the Devil Breakers pretty much... No, the Devil Breakers do serve a function. I forgot to equip some... Well, I didn't forget. I thought I wouldn't need them, but to be honest, they do add a little bit of variety to the combat. You can still do, like... You can still, like, exploit the Devil Breakers to like, output a fuck ton of damage. So that's why Itsuno made it so that you can use both at the same time. Because they do all serve a function, you know? Like, yeah, sure, you have the Devil Bringer, but you don't have Ragtime's time stop function, you know? Or you don't have the Rawhide sort of, like, crazy, like, long-range area of attack kind of stuff. I was wondering, what if all of the cast of DevilNeverCry was in Resident Evil? Well, they get some costumes. Resident Evil costumes would be interesting, considering, obviously, DevilNeverCry started as Resident Evil. Would Capcom actually do that? I don't know. Remains to be seen. The phone call that Kyrie got with Nero was... Yeah, like, I understand why he did it, considering Kyrie is all Nero has left. The exchange was a bit awkward. He's like... He didn't basically explain anything. I found it endearing. Could it have been written better? Yes, I can definitely agree with that. Could Nero have gone into more detail? Could it have been a longer conversation? Yes. They probably kept it short for pacing, like, reasons, considering it's the climax of the fight. But, yeah. So at the end of the game, Nero is as strong as Dante and Virgil. That's nuts, but also awesome. It's implied that he is, but at the same time, Dante and Virgil at that point have already been fighting for quite some time. They're likely already, like, heavily weakened. Obviously because they've been basically beating the hell out of each other. But you can take that scene as either meaning that he's on par with them, or, you know, he's able to easily stop weakened versions of them. You know, you do sort of beat Virgil, but then at the same time, he stands back up and he's like, I can still fight. I mean, he does look quite worse for wear, and Nero seems fine. So it depends entirely. They don't outright state, but obviously you got to imply what you can from what you see, right? Right, and then we move on. They add variety, as Darkspin said, the Devil Breakers. Oh, right, I forgot about this. I don't think it was truly her place to tell him what to do. I think he just wanted to support or something. Yeah, no, that's understandable. You know, he again, that's the only person he has left. That's the only person he can basically turn to in that situation. Considering Nico, Trish, and Lady were just telling him to fucking leave. The Brutal Berserker, Hell and Tenora. I like these enemies a lot. Remind me of DMC2, so I don't like that, but oh, come on. Really? You're gonna try and charge me? Okay, bro. We'll play some WWE instead. I mean, they missed completely, but... Just die. Come on. Maybe I can show you guys... Oh, never mind. I was gonna be like, maybe I can show you guys some table hopper, and then I'm like, oh no, he's devil triggered. If I fuck this up, I'm gonna take a lot of damage, and subsequently change my mind. Considering there's nobody else for him to fight Nero, I'm assuming he knows he's about to get his ass kicked. That has to be one of my favorite taunts, though. Or the fact that you can actually, you can get a specific taunt just by holding down the lock-on button. I think that's pretty cool. What was the point of the bus drum when you have the bringer? Remains to be seen. I need to do some testing for that. I have not unlocked everything in the game. I haven't beaten the last 2 difficulties. I haven't beaten all the... Where am I going? I haven't beaten all the secret missions. My cousin said Savior is Jesus, Sanctus is priest, and Kyrie is Mary. Those are some highly biblical references. Personally, I don't see them, but then again, I'm not super religious, but that is an understandable viewpoint. Kyo did upload a combo mad. Obviously, me and him got the game at the same time. I did know he was making one. I have yet to check it out. As I said, it was a... I basically didn't check, unfortunately. What happened to the 3rd ring rule? Sure. I'm gonna equip some arms here for a sec. If the van will let me get in. Do you think this is the most OP? Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely the most OP Dante has been. Hands down. What arm did I want? Which arms did I want, though? Have I even got any arms? Oh, I do have a few arms to put in. I'll take those. I'll take those. Because why not? And then I'll take all of those. I don't know why I had those 3 arms, but I'll fucking take it. I'll take it. I take it they were all more or less on par. Nero's slightly weaker than them, but not by much. Pretty much, that's, yeah. I feel like the Buster arm just shouldn't be in the game if the Bringer just does the same thing. I'm pretty sure the Buster like arm does more damage. They wouldn't make it that expensive and allow you to use both if it didn't. Again, I need to test that out in the Void though. There are super costumes, Alex. There are. You get them for beating Dante Must Die mode. Why Lucia isn't part of DevilNeverCry 5 because Lucia is also a devil. Yeah, I mean Lucia is an artificial devil. She is in the prequel novel. Can't wait for 9 PM. I'm at work now, so gotta go. Give him hell DMC. Oh, thanks for checking out the stream, LJ. I have hope work goes smooth for you. You hope we get Trish and Lady DLC. Can I show you the Taunt EX? I mean, if I unlock the Taunt, considering I need 1 million more orbs to go, might not happen now, but nope. Stay down. He broke my fucking arm. You scumbag. I mean, he seems to be missing, so that's fine, but and then we do this. This is a very boss fight, very reminiscent of obviously the demo. You can stun him in the cathedral though. Jesus, motherfucker just hit me. Come on. Sure. Sure, my friend. You keep, you have a nice time in there. I'm gonna just, leave the cathedral. Are you done having a tantrum? Any day of the week now, you'll be stunned. I like how this dude's calling us scum. Like, we don't have a fucking mount. Oh, don't do this to me, dude. It's not going to change anything. Ooh. I say that as he slaps me in the mouth. Exactly, what? Oh, come on. You missed, but... Ooh. This boss isn't exactly a challenge, even on this difficulty. I will say that much. I'm not checking chat at the moment, unfortunately, but obviously, because I'm trying to beat this boss, but we're going to get some cutscenes and stuff after, so I'll check what you guys are saying in a second. Oh, alright, he's downed, is he? Okay. Let's throw him then. And he's out. He's still not dead? Jesus. Oh, don't. He's dead. He's definitely dead. Right, let's get back to reading those comments then. They should patch in another glove for his new arm. What kind of glove do you need? Have a request. Can you focus on showing off some Gunslinger if you get to Dante today? The LP I watched didn't touch it at all. Yeah, I can show you some Gunslinger. I mean, Gunslinger is a very great stuff. I mean, I use Gunslinger all the time. That demon is a little bit of a lookalike. What do I think of Nero's DT design? I think they did well with the design. Obviously, he looks like an actual devil, not like DMC4. I like the wings. I like the horns. Very reminiscent of Nello Angelo. The Antenors remind you of scarecrows. Maybe it's because of the face. Hellboss. You want to see the super costumes? I can show you some super costumes in a bit, sure. I purposely use all Devil Breakers just to see Nero's arm grow back. The animation and particle effect are just fire. So glad they brought back Devil Trigger explosions. Yeah, I mean, you can't charge it, I believe, but they do look pretty cool. This dude, this animal, the Savage V. Of course they don't turn out too well. Oh, you don't say. Need to weaken the tree by destroying the roots. Makes sense. Goddamn griffin. Triple-mouthed, triple-eyed, and then here comes Nico to the rescue. In guns we trust. Jesus. The horn. You get the punchline arm from this. When I played the remake, RE2 remake, I used Nero's line, "Happy birthday, and I'll make a wish," after putting a grenade in a zombie's mouth. Well, putting a grenade in a zombie's mouth always is fun. I don't think it's Devil Trigger Explosion. Only Sin Devil Trigger does damage when you activate it, right? Yeah, it does. It does very minuscule damage, though. Making kicking demons sandals look cool. That is another S rank. Yeah, boy. All brawn, no brains. Right, and then we're on to mission 3, folks. A new character. Sure, I rate pretty much everybody's status just because why not? It's the gift of giving, right? How does V hold up against the 2 playable characters? We're going to be playing V very soon, mission 4, I believe. I like him. Not as Smoking 6 stylish as the other 2. Obviously that's because of his playstyle, but you know. He's still a competent character, as I said in the review. He's not a gimmick character or anything, he's like fully fleshed out. People will like him, people will hate him. Very divisive, I guess. Who is V again? V is a relative of Nero, or are they cousins or something? V, for those of you who don't know, is Virgil. And, you know, V is also Urizen. V is basically, yeah, it's a whole clusterfuck of things with the Yamato, but yeah. Yeah. All those theories. Yeah. Never laughed from a bird so much. He is a very wisecracking bird, isn't he? Nico and her arms. V's just brooding over there in the corner. And then you get these 2 playing back and forth. I'm good at playing, thanks for that. I do try. I know people don't particularly like it when, like, people who aren't good at the game, you know, like, get a chance to review or do whatever. People love to flip their shit if they suck ass at the game. So I made sure not to suck ass. But considering I've got an extensive history with this series, I was never going to suck ass in the first place. A lot of people getting their copies today, interestingly enough. Imagine that's why they let everybody stream now. This is... Damn. This is not my... No. So I did a practice run of Dante Must Die, because I wanted to see what I was getting myself into for the stream. And because people did want me to, like, go in depth, not like in the game. They're not just here for the gameplay. They want to see me talk about stuff. So I feel that, you know, playing this for the first time wouldn't have been conducive to me, like, being able to talk properly, because I'd just be focused on shit, because I wouldn't know what's happening. But thankfully I do know what's happening. You're buying this game tomorrow. Is it good? It is very good. Very good. I believe it's sitting at, like, let me check, like an 89 Metacritic, something like that. Like was it Open Critic? Which I believe is just under Resident Evil 2 Remake. What is it sitting at? Yeah, pretty much. I'd recommend it. Obviously I'm biased because I love the series. Okay, let's actually put some arms on. Playable well, what do you consider playable? I mean, technically V is technically Virgil, and he's playable, so but no, in all seriousness, the playable Virgil that the people actually want is not a thing. It's not a thing. Give me some Gerbera, because I'll take 2 of those. What am I doing in this mission? Oh, okay, I know what I'm doing in this mission. I'll show off some rawhide as well. I love how Virgil and the gang interact when they're in the van in between missions. Interesting, right? Nobody would have seen that coming. Start with these 3. They say that, like, the arm pickups in this mode are, like, sparse, but I barely found any bloody arms in this mode. You can't play as Virgil at all in this game. I mean, yeah, well, not in the way you want to play him, basically. Very much overhyping the Gilgamesh fight for myself before I knew what Gilgamesh in this game was, so I obviously disappointed myself. The Gilgamesh fight is a pain in the ass on Dante Must Die. I'll just say that now. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Fighting a massive beast that just likes to run around and throw you off its back all the time. That's great. Yes, Osiris, enemies do get Devil Trigger. You like the interactions too. Who doesn't? Move out, Nico. Do I have the deluxe arm? No. That's just because I haven't downloaded them. Because obviously this is a... what do you want to call it? Review copy, promo copy, whatever. It was just a standard edition of the game. I can download the deluxe arms, but as of now, I don't think they're up on the PlayStation Network, so I don't know if it's going to let me. I've tried to download them before, but it wouldn't let me. Right, and now we move on. This city is beyond fucked up. Like, I don't know how they're going to fix this city, but... And then we get introduced to the Pyrobats. Winged Deception. Just like the Flambats from DMC2. How the fuck did that thing hit me? Big fan of the combat in this game, though. That's one thing they had to nail. It was the combat, and they've absolutely done that, I believe. Although there's going to be some changes that a lot of the hardcore community are not going to like. some of them, even myself included, I thought it was just like, what the fuck when I found out, but I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of that sort of content coming out soon from some of the hardcore players. Can you tell us about the unlockables that you get after completing Dante Must Die? Sure. So, beating Dante Must Die nets you the super costume for Dante, Nero, and V. Unlimited Devil Trigger, essentially. There's a blue orb fragment here. Obviously I've collected it, but do be sure to pick this up. It's just sitting there. This game is an inspiration for the disabled people who don't have arms and some people who create artificial arms. I can see that. I can definitely see where that's coming from. Using it as inspiration is pretty cool. You got Nero out here doing all this insane shit, basically, with like, this motherfucker went to take on the Demon King with one arm. Like, yeah, bro, that's not a good idea. I missed that. That's annoying. Wow, that still hit me even after I tried to split out of the way. Damn. No idea who Donatello is, but apparently he's playing this on Dante Must Die as well. He's playing V, though, in the next mission. Jesus, 79 people watching, insane. I think we even had 80 concurrent views at one point, which is nuts. People are thirsty for this game, though. Which makes sense. I mean, shit, if I didn't have the game, I'd be just watching streams all day, too. The arms are very rare in this mode. Oh yeah, there is barely any pickups in this mode. Itsuna was not lying when he said you're going to have to play strategically in this mode. Here I am thinking, oh yeah, I can just start with no arms equipped. I'll find some, and then I didn't. Okay. I'm going to take care of this thing first. Wow, missed that completely. Didn't even mean to buster him, but apparently I am. I don't really use the Devil Trigger that much against normal enemies. It's only when I know things are going to do a fuck ton of damage if I fuck up. That was a table hopper for those of you who's managed to see that. Is the super costumes, do they all look the same? No, they don't. So They all have red glowing eyes. Nero has his Devil Trigger wings just permanently on his back, even though he's not in Devil Trigger. Virgil, the last mission he used, yeah, in the last mission Virgil does use like this margin DT form, which is super strong. I believe there's like a secret that I'm just trying to get the secret to unlock. Not exactly sure how you do it, but I think if you stick around here long enough, that corner of the building breaks. You just have to wait. Come on. Don't have time to wait for you guys all day. I was literally just doing this yesterday. It's this corner of the building that just breaks off for some reason. You gonna break anytime soon, my man? Eating papaya while watching. Damn. Artemis is definitely not a joke. What the fuck was Itsuna and the gang thinking? How do we make a boss harder than Urizen? Yeah. Yeah, Artemis was... Well, Artemis is a big fucking boss, like in terms of difficulty. Right, well, okay, well, this corner of the building breaks. There's nothing crazy in there. There's just a gold orb. To be honest, I don't even need to show you, considering I can't show you because I don't have that gold orb there anymore because I already picked it up. By joke, you just met a bad boss. Oh, let me actually see that comment. I just want to watch some of the DMD bosses. Wakatan Devil Hunter, Artemis is an absolute joke. Yeah, okay, so Artemis is a joke on Devil Hunter. On Dante Must Die, she's fucking insane. Hands down. I'm just kind of bummed Virgil's health doesn't regen when he gets into DT, but then I guess... I'm pretty does he not regen? I could have swore he did. There's a bunch of enemies up over there. There's nothing really over on that thing, so I don't really need to go over there. Really? Really, V? You're gonna ruin that for me like that? You animal. Yeah, I was gonna say it does regenerate. Like he takes almost no damage, and it slowly regens, and it's a pain in the ass. Artemis was one of your favorite bosses. Well, on Dante Must Die, she's a bit of a bitch. I'm probably gonna die to Artemis. I'm not gonna lie. Why was this the End of Sons of Sparta storyline when it seems like it should be a way to relaunch the story? There needs to be a DMC6. Because it's kind of them like passing on the torch to Nero. That's what it looks like. There's a orb cache over here. Well, the way the game ends with like basically Dante and Virgil just gone for the time being. Jojo Wi-Fi is not my brother. I don't know why people say that, but he's definitely not. You can confirm that. Oh, that's right. So these blade knockoffs, I believe they're called riots. Yeah, don't get hit by these guys when they're devil triggered, because they do Dumbo damage, my guys. Dummy damage. Like stupid damage. Which is why I'm devil triggering to get rid of these guys quickly, because yeah. You think a Sparta prequel will never happen? I don't think there's going to be a Sparta prequel ever. I know people want it, but because of the way they're keeping Sparta a mystery, like they even hid his face in this game in terms of like that family portrait, I just don't think there's ever going to be one. That won't break unless the other player do something on the other side. Oh, saw the live. Matt did say something about those hidden rooms that can't open unless the other player. Yeah. So that hidden room, well, it unlocked for me before, but I'm assuming the player I'm playing with now didn't fucking hit whatever he's supposed to hit. Not really fussed, though. Yeah, that's my point with Virgil Dante just running off. It seems like they continued the Sons of Sparta story. Yeah, I understand. We get one of these things. This thing can take off an entire bar of health if you let it get off its incantation when it's devil triggered. That is a powerful ass kick that he does. So yeah, don't let this guy get whatever he's trying to get off, because it will fuck you. It will ruin your day. I can confirm that. Why call it the End of Son of Sparta? Yeah, well, I mean, like, that's the thing. We don't know, basically, what they're going to be doing. We don't know how or when they're going to make it out of hell. I'm betting on them returning if they do make a sequel to DMC5, which, if this game sells like fucking a shit ton, which it probably will do, they'll return, no doubt, in some sort of way. But they are passing, it does look like they're passing the torch on to Nero. Okay, you break that, and then, oh, I know this fight. I don't like this fight. That's what I'm thinking it is. Oh, motherfucking Nero, are you serious? Why would you... Well, this thing's devil triggered. We're gonna have to get rid of these things. Yeah, exactly. He's supposed to be a legend, you know. Explaining everything would kind of take away from his mysticism. That's my personal belief, anyway. Well, now that this dude is pretty much dead. Okay, come on. The lock-on can be a bit annoying at times, but... What the fuck? Yeah, we'll use that for now because I want to basically damage this thing. Yeah, but because these guys will come out of nowhere basically with that bloody side swipe attack and they'll shred your bar of health. Just die, thank God. Jesus. I mean, Virgil says I won't lose next time, so they're going to have another fight and leaves Nero with the book. Very true. I forgot about that. Are they setting something up? Maybe. Maybe there'll be some DLC where things will be... Oh, come on. Okay, fine. Don't even need that. And then now we get introduced to the the Death Scissors. Very reminiscent of its original painting from DMC1, where it appears. Super cool, super stylish. Tries to take his head off because it's Bance. I like how Nero doesn't even fucking do anything. There you go, Death Scissors. Shears of Annihilation. Dude vaguely grabs his sword, like, come on. I love you, Johnny Young Bosch, so I love Nero, but clearly we need more of Dante and Virgil. They just had them run off, so DMC6 clearly still needs them. Perhaps. I guess we'll see what they do in the end. Okay, now this is a tricky fight. I'm going to want to keep as much health as I can, because obviously Artemis is going to fuck me sideways. Okay. Come on. Punch this thing right in the mouth. There we go. Right, well that thing just fucking ate it. Really? It was that easy? The fuck? What is the significance of the book? You said you can read it, didn't you? Can you show us that? The playthrough I watched didn't show much of at all. Yep, okay, so the next mission is going to be V. And I'll basically run you through his moveset, what he can do, what he can't do, and don't worry. But for now, we need to focus on this boss because this is going to be a pain in the ass. And this is probably where I'm going to die and use a gold orb. Without strength, you cannot protect anything. I know that. I wonder where he gets that attitude from. Surely it's not his father. Oh, wow. Okay, let's buy some shit. V was Virgil. Yeah, and V was... I mean, yeah. Virgil was V and Virgil was Urizen. Virgil's everybody. That tile on the wall, that tile in your bathroom floor, that's Virgil too, guys. Nico, the tattoos, they're all Virgil, clearly. This is lore, folks. This is high-tech lore. This is deep, you know. What the fuck was I going to buy? Okay. I was going to buy 3 of those. I was going to buy 3 of those. And then... I'll buy a Helter Skelter, fuck it. Even if Virgil isn't playable on bloody patch release, he already has a full moveset. Well, PC players are probably going to mod the fuck out of the game and get things rolling. Guaranteed. Give me those, I'll take that. Right. And let's equip that and let's go kill ourselves, shall we? Technically only half of Virgil, yeah. Well, you see, folks, the tap water that comes out of your sink, that's Virgil. You just don't know it yet, clearly. How did I get a copy so early? You tell me, man. What do you think? How do you think I got this copy so early? Capcom with the hookup, that's how. Big boy Capcom with the hookup. I didn't notice that line from Nero. Well, the lore behind him is that he used the Yamato to break away his human form in an attempt to gain more power by being a full demon. The illuminating corruption, Artemis. However, him splitting himself off basically fucked him over because it didn't make him more powerful. Exactly, Blau. You made that exact same joke. Everybody's Virgil. I mean, even the Blue Rose. Charge Shot is holding R2, yes. This thing with its creepy mouth. Head game too strong. Ooh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's something she does. Well, you see what I said about damage though, folks. You missed. You missed. Ooh. As you can see, this boss does so much damage. But we're going to be doing as much damage as we can. Obviously. You want me to use Boost Knuckle? I can try. I'm going to try it now. There we go. Ooh. And that's what... Oh, fuck. That did a lot of damage. Oh, nope. We're not doing that near... Oh, shit. I fucked that up. It's not what I was meant to be doing. Okay, let's see if we can do this then. Come on, come on. Let's see if we can damage this thing. You wanna get these things mainly, because they're what basically let you get behind this thing. When she does attacks like that. Ooh! See that, folks? I'm out of arms as well, which isn't good. But we did it without dying, and that's probably an S rank. But she does a fuck ton of damage. What was the Goliath line? Why are you doing this? Was it a red herring? Probably was a red herring, or maybe it was a line they were supposed to cut out. But I surprisingly didn't die during that fight. Oh, here we go. Everybody's favorite scene. Hashtag demonetization, people. Breasts. The walking arsenal lady. Apparently, because of the guns she's packing. Clearly. No, of course she knows her. She probably wants to pipe her. Thick damage. Jesus. Yeah, that was actually probably one of my better fights. What does Nero's devil form look like anyway? I can show that off at the near the end of the stream. I think I'll hit. How long have we been streaming for, actually? Let's actually check. Been streaming for almost 2 hours. Okay, so I'll do this next mission. I'll do mission 4. Without nips, though. Smooth breasts. Jesus. I'll rate Donatello a star. I'll rate everybody a star. Gift of giving. Gift of giving. The DT is clearly based around the art book from 4. How can you master the caliber move? Just practice. Just hit the void mode and practice. No female presenting nipples, so it's allowed on Tumblr. There you go. Thanks for that, John David. I do try. Fan service intensifies. The opinion on the pay to win. The game's not pay to win. You can buy as much upgrades as you want, but it's not going to get you through Dante Must Die. Lady's breasts are different from her DMC4 breasts. You have a keen eye there, my friend. How long did you study DMC4 lady for? When does he get his arm back? The very end of the game. The very end. So, I'll play this mission. I'll play mission 4. How many missions have we done? We've done 5 missions, basically. The prologue, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You get the option to pick between Original V and Super V. Super V, obviously, eyes are red, and Griffin and Shadow are always like got this purpley effect on them. But I'll be playing with the original because that hidden boner, my god. Nero gets his arm back at the end of the game. Naughty gamers, I just answered that, man. Just answered that. What is up, Hamza Salim? How's it going? We are playing mission 4. I'll play this and then I have to unfortunately end the stream because I got things I need to do. But don't worry, I will of course be back. But let's play through mission 4. You wanted a Dante boss fight. It's unfortunate we didn't get one, but there's always Bloody Palace, or there's always DLC. Microtransactions are pointless. We have V here with his cane and his crooked back as he hunches forward. And then if you read the book, I'll read the book and I'll shut up for now so you guys can hear this.
The angel that presided on my birth said little creature formed of joy and mirth, though love without the help of anything on earth. To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. The angel that presided.
Okay, so he seems to have 2 lines. He recites 2 lines essentially from, I believe, 2 different poems. You know, to see a world in a grain of sand, and then the other one discussing, you know, the angel that presided over his birth. What about my gaming setup? I'm on a PS4 Pro at the moment with a HD PVR2 and an Acer Nitro 5 that has an i5 CPU and a GTX 1050 Ti, so not exactly high spec. You can't hear it. Okay, I'll get through this fight and then I'll boost the volume up and you guys can hear it, don't worry. What's the hardest level and do I plan on beating it? The hardest difficulty is Hell and Hell or it's DMD. I'm unsure. Because I know in DMC4 Hell and Hell, whilst you died in 1 hit, the difficulty was actually set to Son of Sparda. Come on. So, my playstyle with V is very sort of involved. Like, I like to... stay proactive when I fight with V. Obviously. But very simple to... Oh, I got hit and that's not good. You can obviously read during combat to get your devil trigger up. Almost got me there. Where the hell is Nightmare? Jesus, why does it take so long for him to... Got a quick look at V's violin move there. He got knocked the fuck out, and that means that I am out of movement options. Because you cannot... Jesus. You actually can't, like, dash or double jump if Shadow and Griffin get basically knocked the fuck out. But yeah, it's a simple as it can be with V. I'll get into his gameplay details in a second. So, in terms of V, yes, you can jump cancel with V. It's not really much of a point. So obviously, triangle melee is set to Shadow. He's over there. And obviously he has pause combos, all moves from DMC1. Obviously he even has the skewer move, where I'm sure a lot of you have... Oh, wait 1 second, I'll do that again. You can stand on that as well. Everybody's favourite move, right? Then you have... If you hold it, he does the spike move. Everybody remembers this. And then in the air... Oh, he does... Well, okay, if you get him in the air. If you stay... Come on, Shadow, don't be like this. And then... Get in the air. He does the spinny move, obviously. The axe spin. Then you have Griffin, who acts like a gun, set to the gun button. He even does the boss moves, as you can see. Basically, depending on, you know, whether you use the R1 button and stuff like that. Simple stuff. But you guys wanted to hear the book stuff, so I'll put the volume up for a second, and you guys will be able to hear this.
To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. The angel that presided o'er my birth said, little creature formed of joy and mirth, go love without the help of anything on earth.
And those are what he says. Predictions on the 3 million Orbital. I know for Dante it's a dance. There you go. I've seen it. Haven't seen Nero or V's. I'm assuming they're probably dances as well, but hey. Guess we'll just have to wait and see, right? Wildcard IQS is apparently playing this on Dante Must Die mode. Interesting. Oh god, Ava would be pissed. Why would Why would Dante's mother be pissed? That is a good question. DMC. Oh, if there were secret lovers. Okay, I've just saw that. Yeah. Now that comment makes sense. I don't know. That's some big think level fanfic right there. IQ level 200 apparently. I'll just nice active imagination right there, my guy. I'm sure you can commission an artist to draw that for you. Probably should change the title of the stream to part 1. But can't be asked to do that just now. I have to play. If you we have this enemy. This enemy does dumb damage, which is why I'm going to focus on him first. He doesn't take much damage until you break the chains on him, but once you break those chains on him, he does ridiculous damage. I'm going to summon Nightmare here. Ooh, and then... Ooh. You can use him to attack if you get him to lock on, but apparently he doesn't want to lock on. You can, of course, leave him to do his own thing. But I am low on health at the moment, apparently. I'll let them do that. Because this dude could potentially one-shot me if I'm too close. And I don't want to be one-shot. Oh. Ooh, okay. That's not... Why is he going just for me? Shit, man. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Apparently I'm not dead. I don't know if I'm going to have to pull this one back, but... I sure as shit hope so, because this is why I find V to be a pain in the... Like, I don't understand why this guy's only going for me. Go for somebody else. So they'll attack him in their own now. All I have to do is just kill this thing. DMC rule 34, my dudes. Right, and you just watched me almost die. I did tell you that it's no joke. That thing took out an entire bar of health with an attack, and that's just a normal enemy. What if you play with somebody who's not stylish and is beginner basic spammer? I mean, then just don't rate him as stylish. Fuck it, just... I mean, they're still probably enjoying the game in their own way, just, you know. I can't even remember where this mission ends. Okay, and then we have these orb caches, which to me is just... I don't really care about them, but hey. Yes, tomorrow's the release, but still tentative here in the Philippines. Why is that? As in, you're tentative about buying it, or they're tentative about selling it to you? I wasn't able to break that in time. Motherfucker. Pick up their slack, Robert. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Just pick up their slack. Enemies go for V because if V dies, it's not... Yeah, that's true, but then I'm not attacking them. There is actually no health around here, and I'm basically... We're playing Hell in Hell mode here, folks, because I'm going to die if I get hit. These things just got bodied. Oh, I got some health there, finally. Apparently this dude couldn't wait for his turn to be penetrated, so we're going to do that now, folks. You can chain these assassination things if you time your like finishing blow just right, but it's tricky because each animation has its own different one, and it's not given which animation you'll get, especially in the air as well. Fucked the timing on that one up, but hey. I'll just play the violin for a little bit whilst we kill this guy. Oh, fuck that, man. I use that move instead. What is up, the Green Messer? How's it going? Virgil is Itsuno's favorite character, and now it all makes sense as to why in a interview like a couple weeks after he said that, he's like, "Oh no, V's now my favorite character," and it's like, you jammy bastard. I'll break this bridge because I always break it. Right, let's continue on. Can Shadow and Griffin do fused attacks together? No, they can't. MOA shops are getting it day one. Interesting. We've seen this cutscene before. Can you read the book out of combat, please? I already have in the stream, my man. I already have. I even put the volume up so you guys could hear it. It was near the start of the mission for V. Right, we'll pick this up. Pick that up. That's a Nidhogg hatchling. And then we'll be on our merry way. We're in a warehouse. There are walls in this mission that can only be broken with Nightmare, so try and... I'll be showing you... Well, I'll show you where those are for now. But you're gonna need to conserve some Devil Trigger to summon Nightmare. But don't worry about it. Cameo system has already been shown, my man. Already been shown. That big wall over here, this one here, you can bust Nightmare out of there. Yeah, he only does read 2 lines, but again, I did show it. If you just summon him in this location, he'll bust through that wall, and after this fight is over, you can explore that secret area, basically. We've killed him. Now let's kill these enemies. Come on, stop being a pain. This dude is still going for me, but that doesn't matter because he's about to die soon. Yeah. This dude doing pirouettes in the air and stuff. Oh, and then here we have a nobody. I don't have to tell you. Ooh, I don't have to tell you that that was a non-devil triggered attack, and he took off 4 chunks. So I'm gonna let them do their work. You think this is the best Virgil story? Interesting enough. Some people might think 3 is better. It depends. I mean, he has more of a purpose in 3. Okay, I'm getting sick and tired of this thing, so we're gonna summon Nightmare. And then we're just gonna do a nice slow clap. You can control Nightmare, but I do find his control to be super cumbersome. He attacks on his own anyway. And that's that done. Now let's go check out this secret area real quick. You just have to jump into here. Oh, wait, where is it? So if you head up here real quick. No, don't do that, V, you moron. Jesus. I believe there is something up here, but then this isn't where we need to go anyway. If you head down here and hook a left, and we head over here. Spada Express, people. Spada Express. And we take this, because we need this. And we head on over here. There's enemies to fight here, I forgot. Can't even get up there, can we? There's just pyrobats, that's all it is. But these, you can make quick work of these enemies. There's more that spawn though, obviously. So we can kill this. Wow, okay. So the animation took me into the fire, which is annoying. Oh, we got a hellbat over there on the left. I chained a few of those executions there. This thing's devil triggered, be careful. We'll just taunt. That thing's dead, we can move on. Oh, I remember. The boss fight at the end of this is a pain in the ass. Now I remember. Boss fight at the end of this is probably going to kill me. Probably is going to kill me because it's a pain in the ass, I'll tell you that much. Use the hatchling here that we got at the start of the level. There is a blue orb fragment there. Pick that up. Open that up with the second hatchling we got. We're wandering around, Griffin, because there's a secret thing here. Okay, stop being annoying. If you jump up, I believe, head on over here. There is a secret mission where this is a simple secret mission, so I'll just show you this. You can buy extra breakers later. Yes, you can. You can always buy breakers wherever there's a shop. Just pick all these orbs up. Very simple. You don't have to be efficient about it whatsoever. Pick up these. Pick up those. Those. That one. And then over here, you have to like basically just jump. And there's your secret mission done. You get your blue orb fragment, and then it's cleared. And Bob's your uncle. Any day now. Any day of the week now. Come on. All these load screens. Jesus. No, that's to be expected with a game of this fidelity. 6 years later, folks. The screen is still black. Okay, what the fuck? This usually doesn't happen. Jesus. Right, never mind. We're done here. Is it me or is it super dark? Christ. Could barely see anything there. Right. And then now we move on. These fights are optional. You don't have to do them, so I'm not, because there's a big fight coming up over here. Ooh, kill him. Right. Then we kill this thing. Because this thing is annoying to fight. Really? the most annoying enemy to fight. They do a lot of damage too. And they spawn enemies as well. And they teleport. That's why I don't like them. Just trying to grab some Devil Trigger and then we can let them do it. Devil may load. Oh boy, you're telling me, mate. You're telling me. Kill this thing. Thank you. Jesus, and he's got a cool animation where he just takes his own blades and murders him with it. Wow, so he took out Griffin there, but if we stay close to him, we can get him to come back faster. Get a nice taunt in. And then any day of the week now this dude's gonna die. Or not, because he's got as much health as a bloody tank. This is what I mean about the health on DMD. It's like it's a pain in the ass. So they're not a challenge, they're a bore at this point. What does Nero Devil form look like? Is it still a Soul Devil form? If you scroll back slightly in this stream, you'll see me use the Devil Trigger form quite a lot. It's a full Devil Trigger form basically. I'll tell you what I will do. We'll call Nico for a second, and I'm gonna buy a gold orb because I'm not confident in my abilities to beat this boss. We in there with the scrub tactics, folks. Scrub tactics. Right. This dude died as he was trying to buy some high quality apples, was it? God damn. He was trying to make some apple pie, you see, because he doesn't have a wife at home, and well, he was getting desperate. Do I like V or do I hate him? I like him. I'll show it. Well, a lot of his abilities are like get more orbs and enemy step, and then there's only the Royal Fork ability for the cane. Griffin, I've shown you his moveset, same with Shadow. Nightmare, I don't use that often. It's basically just another combo, and it's a big boy laser. I'll buy a gold orb. In fact, I'll buy another gold orb because these are dirt cheap. How's the game speed in general? Game speed in general seems to be between DMC4 Turbo and non-turbo. It's definitely faster than vanilla DMC4, but not as fast as turbo. What do you think of the mission where we lose V's familiars and we get them back one by one? So, kind of a way to put in a boss rush without actually putting in a boss rush. I thought it was interesting. They're like super easy. I always do Goliath first with Shadow, then I do the Cavaliere with Shadow and Griffin, and then Artemis I always save for last, and I obviously Nightmare. Parasitic Fiend. Apparently dumb as bricks this dude is. Poor guy who get killed. I can beat the boss, don't use the gold orbs. I can beat the boss. I obviously I can. That's how I got through the mission, but it's all a matter of not boring you people, because you guys don't want to see someone get stuck on the same mission over and over. Now you want some apple pie, Jesus. V does not have a devil form. His hair turns silver because Nightmare comes out, and Nightmare's stored in the ink of his hair. So I'll let them attack. And then I'll throw down Nightmare. Ooh, big boy Nightmare did some good damage. So we do this. And then he comes out and oh, he got me there. Come on. Jesus. Now this dude should be stunned, and then we should be able to just basically beat on him for a bit. I like how Nightmare basically did nothing and just spawn. Oh, now he's doing lots of damage. That's good. Fuck. This guy isn't even Devil Triggered and he's doing this much damage. We're going to half health. I'm gonna get him down to half health. If I can get him down to at least half health without fucking dying, then I can... then I can die happy. I can justify using a gold orb and not being a scrub. Come on, kill this thing real quick. Jesus. We're doing alright, folks. We're not doing too bad. Yeah, this is the last time I'm playing before stopping because obviously I got... It is a Thursday and I need... Fuck. Fuck, people. God damn it. Well, there's the first wipe of the stream. I just got molested. It pains me to do this, but... Can you confirm this isn't going to be fought in Nero and V? I saw that marks playable for mission. No. So... He's... No, he's not. V is not playable in mission 18 or 19. I can confirm that for a fact. Confirm that for a fact. Come on, Nightmare, do some damage. Nice. Well, he's Devil Trigger now, and he does a lot of damage. Wow, okay. That was bullshit. Thank God he missed me there, because that would have fucking killed me. But Nightmare is key in this fight. Sure. Busy, he says. What the fuck? Oh, wow. Yeah, I forgot about this completely. Yeah, this is great game design. He says as he struggles to beat a boss. At least only one of them is Devil Triggered. But he's almost done, folks. Oh, more like I was almost fucking done. I'm so surprised that that didn't kill me. Come on, just die. Just die. You know you want to. Okay. Alright. We fucking beat him. I scrubbed it out and used a gold ore, but I fucking beat him.
What do you say?
Pour one out for my scrub status. This is only mission 4. We've been streaming for 2 hours. 2 hours, and I'm only on mission 4 of Dante Must Die. But Nightmare cannot talk. It is only Griffin that can talk. Shadow can't talk either. Well, that's clearly not good at all, but hey. Got big boy Gilgamesh in the background like, yo. So, the missions that have cameo, let me think about this. A lot of them, oh shit, a lot of the missions have cameo in them. A lot of the later missions in particular. Mid-game, there's not so much. But I still scrubbed this out. Yeah, that's only an A rank. I need to get better with V. Like, I will admit I am a scrub with V. But we're going to head into the main menu real quick. We'll rate this dude a stylish. Somebody wanted me to show off Nero's Devil Trigger. So I'll go into the model viewer real quick and I'll show you that. And then I'll end the stream. How many missions does each character have available exactly? Oh, I can also show you that as well real quick. So if we got into total results here, you can see my total results. So 1 is Nero. 2, why am I even in the total results? I can go into the mission select actually. Okay, so with Nero, there's mission 1, mission 2, mission 3. They're all Nero. Then V is mission 4 and 5. Mission 6 is Nero. Mission 7 can be done with Nero or V. Mission 8 is only Nero. Mission 9 is V. Mission 10 is Dante. Mission 11 is Dante. 12 is Dante. 13 can be done with either of the 3 characters. Mission 14 is V. 15 is Nero. 16 is Dante. 17 is Dante. 18 is Dante. 19 is Dante. And then the last one is Nero. How many bosses? There's probably around 16 boss encounters in total. I mean, including repeats, something like that. There's a decent amount. What else do people want? The game options? Sure, I'll show you the options. What are even the network options? Network. You can even have a spoiler filter. Unique information, privacy policy. You can change between the languages, subtitle and voice languages, and controls. You've seen those. Brightness, sound. You can change things around. And then you have the game options, which are pretty much the exact same as the demo. You can pause and look at that in your own time. And somebody wanted to see the what do people want to see? People wanted to see the tracks. If people want to see the tracks, I'll show you the tracks. So you have the standard ones you can set to whatever character you want. Then from DMC1 you have Public Enemy, Ultraviolet, and Lock and Load. DMC2 is Fire Away, Wings of the Guardian, and Shoot the Works. DMC3 is the Battle 1 track, Virgil Battle 2, and then Devil's Never Cry. From 4 it's The Time Has Come, Lock and Load, and then the Burial boss fight music, Sworn Through Swords. As for the stylish voice and the title screen, you'll have to buy those to find out what they are. And then, I mean, this is on PS4 Pro, so obviously I'm not going to have as many, what the hell do you call them, settings. But I'll show you, where was it? Was it in Nico's reports? People want to see his Devil Trigger. So we'll take a look at his Devil Trigger. That is it basically in full. Pretty much. And there you go. I'm gonna leave off on the stream. I will be back very soon. Most likely tomorrow or later tonight. Stay tuned because there is going to be a bunch of videos. I'll also be releasing tomorrow on release day as well. So there'll be plenty of DMC. But don't worry because I won't be spamming your inboxes. It has been me, DevilNeverCry. I would like to thank everybody who tuned in. Thank everybody for commenting, liking, all that jazz. And as always, I'll see you all next video or stream. Depends.